Hi guys, welcome back to Tech Trick Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to publish a book on Amazon using Canva. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Now, like our title suggests, we will be using Canva to build a book for us. Now, since we are going to be creating a book on Canva, we could think of it as an ebook. Now, you could turn any type of ebook into a physical copy of a book, of course, but ebook can be something that you could sell in Amazon as well. And since we're creating it on Canva, I think we should create an ebook. And ebook, like I mentioned just a second ago, can be converted to a physical book, so it's going to be okay. So we're going to be creating it on Canva. And the first thing we're going to do is, of course, select our template. Now, there are some generalized sizes of a book, but the size of a book depends on you. For example, you are creating a children's book. Of course, the size of that can be different. If you go to a bookstore, there will be all sorts of sizes for some children's book. If you're going to create a novel book, there's a specific size for that as well, but the size depends on you. But since for me, I don't have an idea on what size I should have, I'm simply going to search book on the search bar over here, and let's see all the different templates available for us to use for a book. Now, there are different sizes over here. Don't worry, I'm not going to be really using any templates as a design. I'm only going to be using it to have a template or like the size of a template. For example, over here, we have an 8.5 by 11 inches over here. So let's click on customize. And we're going to delete the content, different outputs over here, because we're going to be starting from scratch. So there we go. Highlight all of this and delete it. It's very simple, just like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to build our book itself. Now, a book consists of many parts. For example, over here in this website that I have opened, it will tell us different elements that should be found on a book or an ebook. The first one over here should be a descriptive ebook title. So, of course, that's the first thing we're going to do is the title page. So, depending on your topic, of course, the output that you're going to have is going to depend on the design as well. Or rather, the opposite way, the design is going to be dependent on the type of book that you're going to be creating. Now, right now, I don't have any ideas. So, give me 5 ideas of a topic that would be great for a book. Then we're going to generate that, of course. Let's delete that for now. Click on generate. And we will be able to generate some ideas over here. And these are some examples. Self-help book on a topic that you're passionate and knowledgeable about, such as mindfulness or productivity. Let's go with that one. Let's create a title. Uh, go with the AI again, Magic Right. Create a simple title that focuses on itself, that focuses on the self. Control Enter, and there we go. Embracing myself, a journey to self-acceptance. So let's delete this first part. And now this will be the title of our book. Now you could have, or you have your own titles for your own book, of course. But since I utilize AI. You're free to utilize AI as well if you want to use that. Then over here on the left side, let's look for different font sizes or font groups over here that would be really great for a book cover or a book title page. For example, this one, very nice. We could say embracing myself. That paste it over here, embracing myself. Let's change the size of this so that it fits. There you go. There we go. And then we're going to get the journey to self-acceptance. Paste it on this one. Then I think this is okay. Go, let's delete this part. And now we have this as our title page. We can ungroup this. We could put this one lower. There we go. Now we have our title page over here. We could add some other stuff on the top like the author. But let's go check out what we could do with the title background. Now in the elements, there are a lot of elements that you could search for. For example, soul, you could search for that. And you will have the option for graphics, photos, videos, shapes, and many more. And you could choose from any of these options. But for us, let's go with uh, a graphic of a soul over here. Then let's put the one that we like. We could use this one, or let's look for something that is better. For example, this one. We could have the one, this one over here. It's a very minimalistic design. Here we go. We can figure. There we go. Then let's change the precision, or rather, the transparency. Here we go. Let's change the color of our text over here to pure black, so that it's easier to see. There we go. If you want to add some description on the front, of course, you're free to do that. Let's move this to the top up as well. There we go. Then let's actually make it more transparent. There we go. And you could use other type of design if you want. This is just something to show you how you could utilize the elements to build your background as well. Now, the second part of the parts of the ebook should be, we already have this cover design. Let's go down the table of content. So simply go back here on elements, simply search for table of content. Now, there are two methods for building a table of content. You could go with what I'm going with right now. You could click on design, search for table of content. Over here, you could choose the different templates available. Go. There's not much that you could see, but you could use this one. As you can see, you could have a checklist. This is not a table of contents, of course, but there are other parts of a book that can be found over here on the left side. You can see. For example, you have like a plan meal over here, day challenge, budget, tracker if you want. For example, you could easily add that. There we go. There are a lot of parts in Canva that you could add and build your book to. Of course, the content of the book depends on the type of output or the type of book. For example, you have Journey to Self-Acceptance. It should be related to that, but the target is creating a table of contents. So depending on the content, you could manually build it by using text over here. You can see it's very easy to put together a table of content. Here we go. Then you can simply put in like the pages and the parts in this area. Then you could use the elements again to build your design. For example, let's go with rows, the graphics. There we go. Then you could have like a rose in the background, something like that. This. Let's fix this. There you go. Then you could put the content of your table over here. I don't have really a template for a table of content, but you know that is a part is required you to have. Then you could put in your content over here. For example, you could even utilize this magic right over here. Create one page content of a book talking about self-acceptance. Control enter. Then you will be able to produce the content. Here we go. Then you could modify this as well. Let's remove this first top part over here. Then you have this. You have a content of a book. Then you could click on this. Click on magic right. You could add more to it. Expand text, which will expand it, of course. There we go. You could have that. Then you can simply go on and on until you complete the parts of the book that you need to have. And assuming, let's say we have already built our book, you can simply click on share. You can click on download it as a PDF, which is recommended. Then you can simply download this, go to Amazon, upload your file as like a digital download, and once they pay for your product, they will be able to download the item that you're trying to sell. Now, if you know some providers or like print providers that you could talk to, where you could submit them the file of the PDF, then have it printed out as a physical copy. Then you can simply photograph the copy of your book, a physical copy. Then you could upload that as well in Amazon. And that's basically it. That is how you will be able to utilize and all of its feature, like the AI and the elements and the text that we have just shown you to build a book. So that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.